Hello, my name's Edward Brand. I'm a student at TAFE, New South Wales, Certificate 3 Captive Animals course. This is Ollie. Today I'm conducting a healthcare check on him. I'll just run through some work health and safety considerations prior to. So I've got a face mask due to the current pandemic in our society, but because I'm in a well ventilated area with a fully vaccinated member of my household, I have to wear it. I'm also triple vaccinated, and yeah, I'm wearing sturdy boots to prevent the incidences of trips. And yeah, so some different risks include attack from the animal, biting or scratching. However, these are pretty uncommon with dogs like these. But to reduce the chances of that happening, I'll just use a gentle tone and just monitor him for his comfortability levels. Other work health and safety things are dog escaping, running on the road. So all of the doors are shut. The gate down here is shut. All points of access are shut. So Ollie is contained in the yard. Other things is I could hurt Ollie by stepping on his foot or something falling over on him. So we're just going to keep him away from all the heavy objects like the barbecue. So Ollie's extremely excited to go for a walk, despite just returning from a walk. But instead, we're just going to take him over here to do a healthcare check. So over here, where he's comfortable near his bed, I'm just going to do a heart rate check on him. Okay, now that Ollie's nice and relaxed, I'm just going to search for his femoral artery. And when I've got a solid grip of it and feeling of it, and acknowledge a sort of rhythm and count to it, I can start to count over 15 seconds. It's 34 times 4 is 136. $34 by 4 is 136. It's pretty normal for a small dog. It's usually between 120 and 160 beats a minute. You know. So now I'm going to give Ollie a medicated shampoo of ACMSPE304. He's been prescribed this by the vet to do once a week, and this is the once a week treatment. So I've filled up this tub of lukewarm water, which isn't too cold or too hot, just to improve comfortability, because Ollie hates this, so we've got to make this as enjoyable as possible. So I'll just bring him a bit away from the wall. Yeah. Oh, you're doing alright. I've just got latex gloves on, not to protect me from the dog, it's just because the shampoo itself is quite toxic. I'm just gonna make sure all his fur is wet before putting the shampoo on his face. Legs. You want to really soak the animal before putting any shampoo on. And it's generally best to, the guidelines say, give 50 mils to a 30 kilo medium hair length dog. Ollie's about half of that. So I've measured him up 35 mils. He's got quite long hair. He's a small dog. So I measured up 35 mils in this little container, which has the units on it. Make sure you get it onto his underbelly. Alright, that's a good sign. Okay, so now I just put onto a few different parts of his body, including his feet. And I just massage it all around his fur, making sure it gets into as many places as possible. And making sure that it doesn't get in his eyes or in his mouth. So it does wonders for his coat, but it's not good in his body. Actually, you like this, don't you, on a hot day? And when we've done as much shampooing as possible, we'll just let it sit on his fur for about 10 minutes before we rinse it off. Yeah, just leave him there. I'll continue to monitor Ollie over the next 10 minutes so he doesn't inhale or start licking his fur. It's quite toxic. Okay, so now 10 minutes has passed. I'll come back to wash it off with the same lukewarm water. Ollie wants to keep it in. And you just want to make sure you get it from every surface, the underside, the groin, the top, the neck, the legs, the tail. Alright. And once the Malays Bee shampoo is sufficiently out of his fur, I'm just going to dry him off so he's comfortable. Yeah. And then he can go on with his day, all fresh and clean. It's a pretty hot day today, so I don't have to make him bone dry. And I could also give him a blow dry if that's for a purely cosmetic reason. He's more than happy to just drip dry with the towel. The blow dry is just to give his fur a nice fluffy appearance, which isn't a healthcare treatment, it's just a cosmetic thing. But it looks very nice, undeniably. Nice. It's quite a warm day today, so I don't have to worry about Ollie's core body temperature dropping too low from his lukewarm water shower, but it's still good to dry him off. So we're treating Ollie with Dermcare Malays Bee medicated shampoo about once a week to treat his dermatitis on his feet. It has gotten a lot better, but we're continuing to monitor the ringworm stitch. Besides that, he's in fully good health and there is no signs of abnormalities or disease. With the incidence of any disease, I will contact my supervisor immediately. Part of Otto's daily diet, I'm going to put into an enrichment toy to make it more interesting for him to get out. This Colmax is a puzzle toy, and it's a great way to slow down Otto from eating too quickly and stimulate his mind to feed in a more novel way. The mental enrichment and stimulation which Otto receives from feeding this way is likely to reduce the incidence of destructive behaviours and also separation anxiety. Potential feeding hazards are minimised by doing this feeding enrichment on the timber deck rather than the grass or the dirt, where Otto's more likely to accidentally consume foreign objects.